Hello, and welcome to the Pandemic Journaling Project. My name is Sarah Willen, and I'm here with my colleague Kate Mason. We created the Pandemic Journaling Project, and we are here to tell you a little bit about what it is and how you can get involved if you'd like. So, Kate?
Thanks, Sarah. So here we are. So what is the Pandemic Journaling Project? So the Pandemic Journaling Project is two things at once. It's an online journaling platform where ordinary people can share their experiences of the COVID-19 pandemic. And it's also a research study that helps researchers who want to understand what people's experiences were like to have a lot of material to work with in order to build that understanding. So anyone ages 15 or older anywhere in the world can participate. And the platform runs fully in English and in Spanish, so you can choose your language. People ages 15 to 17 do need parent or guardian permission to participate. And you can create and save weekly journal entries and save them really for a lot of reasons, for your own records, for your own family history, and for the broader historical record, which we'll say more about in a little bit. So there are three reasons that we think that PJP is something that's valuable for people to participate in. So it's an opportunity to reflect and also can help with your coping. So journaling can give you an opportunity each week to take a little time to reflect upon what you're experiencing and to kind of process it a little bit. And that relates to point two, which is that it may improve your mental health. So a lot of studies show that this is true. We can't promise it will happen for you, but it may help to relieve stress and improve your ability to cope. And finally, for the historical record. So one of the things that really drove us to make this project is that we didn't want the history of COVID-19 to be written only by the powerful, only by those who already have a voice. We wanted to make sure that anyone, anywhere in the world can help to write that history. So how does it work? Well, when you sign up on our website, which Sarah will show you how to do that in a little bit, you first are asked to take a brief baseline survey that just gives us a little bit of information about who you are. And then you'll be asked to respond to two journal entries. The first entry each week, the prompt is the same. How is the pandemic affecting your life right now? And you can choose to respond in writing or dictate it into your phone to make a text entry. You can record your voice and upload that recording, or you can upload a photograph and write or talk about what that photograph means. So you have a lot of choices for different ways to express yourself. And then each week, you'll also be given a choice for a second prompt. We'll provide two possible prompts that you can respond to. And similarly, for that prompt in response, you can write something, you can record your voice, or you can upload a photo. I want to emphasize that you do not need a computer to participate in the Pandemic Journaling Project. You can just use a phone. A smartphone will do just fine, and many of our participants participate through their smartphones. Participation is anonymous, so we will never ask you for your name. We will never share your name or your contact email or phone number, which is all we do ask you for. So no one will ever know who you are now or in the future. As I noted, teenagers under the age of 18 do need permission from a parent or guardian, and we'll ask for their contact information when you sign up so that we can check with them whether it's all right. And finally, every time you create an entry, you can make the decision for that entry whether you want to keep it private for yourself and for the archive, and I'll say more about that archive in a moment, or whether you give us permission to also make it public on our featured entries page. And each time you create an entry, you can decide. So how do you access your journal? You log into My Journal. This is a tab on our website, which Sarah will show you in a moment, and you'll get a page like this. You click on Login, and it will make it possible for you to download a PDF of your entire journal thus far, as well as any files that you upload. So you can keep all of this for yourself. This is an image of our featured entries page. So each week we choose a few entries that people have chosen to allow us to make public. to share with the PJP community. And a lot of people really enjoy scrolling through these entries. You can see we have photographs, we have audio recordings on the featured entries, and we have both English and Spanish. So what do we mean when we talk about an archive? Well, we're collecting all of these journals for the historical record. And what that means is that we're going to preserve it so that those who want to learn about COVID-19 and how people experienced it in the future are able to access those records and learn about what you were experiencing. So we're going to do this in 2 stages. The first is that when the pandemic is over, we're going to finish collecting the materials, and we're going to move all of it to a secure data repository where authorized researchers can apply to access it. And it will stay there for a period of 25 years. After 25 years, we'll migrate all the material to 1 or more libraries where it will become part of the public historical record. And anybody who wants to understand what was happening during this time can access that material. Again, I want to emphasize, we will never share your contact information. So this gives you a sense of who's participating. We have more than 1,500 people from 50 different countries around the world who have contributed nearly 20,000 entries so far. And as you can see, those 50 countries are really from all over the world, from every continent except for Antarctica. This gives you a sense of some of the things that we might ask you about in that second journaling prompt. So if you remember, the first one just asks, how's the pandemic been affecting your life? And in the second one, we get a little bit more specific, invite you to think a little bit about different aspects of how that pandemic has been affecting your life. So here are a couple of examples of the kinds of things we might ask about, how you might tell your story to your children and grandchildren, what the experience has been like for teens, for example. And these are also images that appear on our social media pages. And I'll turn it back over to Sarah.
Great. So we've given you a sense of how PJP works and why we created it, but you're probably curious to know what kinds of things people contribute. So we'll give you a quick window. Certainly some people write personal reflections. Sometimes people write poems. Sometimes people like to upload photographs that they've taken of things they see in the world or of art that they've created. And once again, people often do like to record their voices and share audio reflections. We've even had a couple of people write songs and record songs and upload them as journal entries. So here's an entry from someone who's written about some of the economic impact and broader life impact of the pandemic. So this person uploaded the photograph you see on your left and wrote, "Since I lost my job, this has been my near daily sight. The only way I can keep income is by doing gig work like DoorDash and Instacart. It's been getting hotter outside, so I've been stuck waiting in parking lots in 90 to 100 degree plus weather waiting for orders to pop up." Here's another image that someone shared, and here's the caption, or part of the caption. "Every week I participate with friends in a painting challenge. This week the theme is Dream On," and here's a watercolor that this person painted that week. So those are just a few quick glimpses. We'll show you that featured entries page in just a moment. We wanted to make sure you know that we are on Facebook, on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow us on any of those social media. You can email us at pandemicjournalingproject@gmail.com. And we want to give you a quick glimpse of our website and how to navigate it. So here we go. Let's take a look and hop over to our website. And you can see some tabs on the top. If you look just in the middle of the page, there's a brief video, a 1-minute video that gives another very quick overview of the project and what it is we're trying to accomplish. If you take a look over near the top of the page, you can see our mental health resources page for folks who might need some more help for any reason, or who might know someone who needs some mental health support in these times. You can also find a link to our educator resources page for educators who might want to bring PJP into the classroom in one way or another. Another tab brings you to some of the media coverage of the project, which you can poke around in if you're interested. And if you'd like to join, up on the top left, you can just click Join the Project, choose your language, and that will allow you to tell us how old you are. You'll tell us, and then when you click over, you'll be brought over to a screen that shows the information sheet explaining all of the details of the project and giving you an opportunity to agree or not to join. And once you've done that, you're part of the Pandemic Journaling Project, and we welcome you. So thank you so much for your time, and we hope you've enjoyed this opportunity, and hope you'll join the project and learn more about us, and join this opportunity to think about the pandemic, not just in terms of its impact on us now, but also into the future. Thanks very much.
Thank you.